Because this Revelations chapter 11, verse 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood arise. Slack is saying, rise and measure the temple of Ahiah, and the altar, and them that worship therein. Verse 2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread under foot 40 and 2 months, means 3.5 years. So the abomination desolation gonna last for 3.5 years. The holy city is Jerusalem, because the papacy want to move its headquarters to Jerusalem, from Vatican City to Jerusalem. Okay, because the world brainwash us to believe that the Vatican City is the holy seat. No, it's not. There's nothing holy there. The holy city is Jerusalem. Right now, it's defiled from those who call themselves Jews are not Jews. Those are the Edomites. You understand? So the prophecy has not been fulfilled yet. So the Lord will have to gather all Israel and bring us back into that homeland. But of course, we have to go through the wilderness first, and the Lord gonna have to do a lot of purging, because you're gonna have a lot of stiff-necked jakes that's gonna refuse to hearken unto the instructions of our Heavenly Father. Verse 3. And I will give power unto my two witnesses. Now, who the two witnesses are? Elijah and Enoch. And when you go to the book of Nicodemus and also the Acts of Pilate, which you can Google it in the PDF form, or you can go to Amazon.com and check it out. You find that these two witnesses are going to come back and fight the man that's going to be in the temple that's going to rule. This man going to do powers and miracles and signs and wonders that's going to deceive the people. And you see this, Israel. Now look at this. Now you see how the evil works. Now it's on the Sabbath, and look at this popped up. Now it's November, I believe, November the 3rd, and they bringing this up. You see how evil works? You know what I'm saying? But we got to keep going. But these two witnesses going to be here for 3.5 years. Okay, because when you check out the book of Jubilees, the ancient Hebrew calendar is 360 days. So 360 days times 3.5 years equals 1,260 days. Okay, so these brothers, they're going to have sackcloth. Okay, verse 4. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. Verse 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. So whoever mess with them, they're going to get killed. It's a movie called Left Behind. And I ain't talking about the one with Jack Nichols. I'm talking about it's like a 3-part series. I don't believe in that rap shit. The Bible don't support that. That's man-made doctrine. But some of the things in the movie is true. It talks about, it gives you an idea. You got to filter it, you know what I'm saying, through the spirit, through the scriptures. Some of the things they show you in there is the truth. And it shows in there how the UN troops going to try to roll up on these two brothers, Enoch and Elijah, and fire going to proceed out of their mouth and going to kill them. And people going to be afraid. But these two witnesses, they going to wage war against the papacy who's going to be in that temple. And it's going to be 3.5 years. You know what I'm saying? But let's go back to the basics of this lesson. It says, these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy. So 3.5 years, brothers and sisters, it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. And it says, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. So these brothers going to have authority from the Most High to turn waters into blood. You understand? Now scroll down, and it says, in verse 7, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that sitting out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. Now we don't need to go much further than that, but pretty much you can go stop down verse 6, because these two brothers, they're going to have authority that it won't rain for 3.5 years, and they're going to turn the waters into blood. They're going to do just like Moses and Aaron did during the time when our forefathers in Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? So this is around the corner, brothers and sisters. Everybody getting caught up in these elections. Don't believe the hype, like Flavor Flav said. Don't get caught up into that. Okay? So we're gonna get into some more scriptures. Now, this is the book of Jubilees. Again, another book that was taken out of the Bible. Now, this is Book of Jubilees, chapter 23 and 13. For calamity follows on calamity, and wound on wound, and tribulation on tribulation, and evil tidings on evil tidings. That means evil reports, like the social media, and you turn on the news and they give you false information to misdirect you with fear to control your mind. And illness on illness, you got that today. And all evil judgments such as these, one with another, illness and overthrow, and snow and frost and ice and fever and chills and torpor and famine and death and sword and captivity and all kinds of calamities and pains. And then when this abomination, desolation hit, man, this thing, the Lord's going to intensify these judgments. People going to be crying for the Most High, man. I mean, you got some grown ass men that's going to be crying like women in that day. And women going to be scared as hell. So we better humble ourselves and fear the Most High, because famine is coming, man. Famine is on the rise in America. It's cannibalism throughout America, and it's on the rise. A lot of deaths because we refuse to hearken onto the ways of the Lord. These pastors and preachers taking your money and not telling you the reason why we're in these conditions. And the sword is the what? Modern day gun. In captivity. We in captivity now. So these calamities and pains, because all we do is cry and mourn. You know what I'm saying? You got Pharrell talking about happy. What you happy about? There's a time for everything under the sun. Wise man, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. You supposed to be mad what's going on. You seen our brothers going around here switching. Sisters out here built like they linebackers from the Green Bay Packers. They ready to whoop your ass, getting aggressive in your face while it's a touch from. It is what it is. I ain't saying all sisters now. If the shoe fits, wear it. If you tripping, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Got these brothers out here, they feminized. You know what I mean? A brother so emotional, they ready to kill each other without even trying to work things out. We don't supposed to kill each other anyway. We supposed to try to work things out and have some understanding. So these the same brothers going around saying Black Lives Matter when a cop shoots a Jake, but you ready to annihilate your brother. Now, who's the hypocrite? We the biggest hypocrites that it is. Because who oppresses each other more? Us. We the ones oppressing each other. Who's oppressing us? That's what I'm trying to say, Slocky. Who's oppressing us the most? We are. We are worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? And by us oppressing each other, because what Yeshua said, love one another. We ain't doing that. So we giving what our strength to our oppressors, to our enemies, and what they're doing. They taking advantage of us. Open stores in our communities. Got police patrolling our communities. Until we come to the ways of the Lord, it will never be peace. It would never be peace. Because you have to find a peace within yourself between you and the Most High. You got to come back, keep the laws of God, because the kingdom of heaven is within you. Because you can go around here talking about, we got to come together and we're going to stop the violence. If that foundation is not built with Yeshua, you might as well just don't even waste your time with that, because it's not going to work. But you tell our brothers and sisters the solution, they will ready to beat you and harm you because you keeping it honest. But they're always telling you to keep it real. But the truth hurts.